Hi everyone, and welcome to Chill Talk English. I'm Henry.
And I'm Emma. Today we're talking about something important for conversations.
Giving your opinion in English can be tricky, especially when you're not sure what to say.
I remember my first English class debate. I wanted to share my thoughts but didn't know how.
Oh no, what happened?
I just nodded and smiled. I didn't say anything for 10 minutes. It was so embarrassing.
I had a similar experience in a work meeting. I had a good idea but couldn't express it properly.
It's frustrating when you have opinions but can't share them in English.
That's why today we're going to help you with essential opinion phrases.
These phrases will make your conversations much more engaging and confident.
So, why should you listen to today's episode? First, you'll feel more confident sharing your thoughts.
Second, you'll learn practical phrases that you can use right away.
And third, you'll be ready for real-life discussions with friends and colleagues.
These phrases can help you express yourself in any conversation.
Learning English is like building a bridge, one phrase at a time.
Today, we're adding important opinion phrases to your conversation bridge.
With these phrases, you can go from silent to speaking up in English. I remember when I was 22, I joined an international book club. I wanted to share my thoughts but was too shy.
Oh no, did anyone notice you were quiet?
Yes, the group leader asked if I was enjoying the book. I just said yes and nothing more.
That's why learning opinion phrases is so important, even for quiet people.
Now I can help others who might feel the same way.
I had a friend who didn't speak up in team projects because she didn't know how to disagree politely.
Was that difficult for her?
Very. She missed out on sharing her good ideas because she didn't know the right phrases.
That's exactly why we're creating this episode today, to help conversation starters like her.
Today, we'll cover 4 important opinion situations.
First, we'll learn phrases for giving simple opinions.
Second, we'll practice agreeing and disagreeing politely.
Third, we'll learn useful phrases for expressing preferences.
And finally, we'll cover justifying your opinion with reasons.
Each section will have guided response, role plays, a short story, and guided practice.
We'll make it fun and easy so you can use these phrases in real life.
At the end, we have a quick quiz to test what you've learned.
Plus, we'll give you a challenge to practice using these phrases.
Make sure to listen carefully for our quick quiz at the end of the episode.
It's a fun way to check how much you've learned.
You might be surprised at how many phrases you remember.
It's like a little game to test your knowledge.
If you enjoy today's episode, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
That helps more people find Chill Talk English and learn with us.
You can also share this episode with friends who want to improve their English.
Let's get started with our first scene.
Scene 1. Giving simple opinions. Guided response.
Welcome to our first scene. We're focusing on how to give simple opinions in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for sharing what you think.
First, if you want to share your thoughts, you can say,
I think.
or,
In my opinion.
if you want to express a belief, you can say,
I believe.
or,
I feel.
if you want to be more direct, you can say,
My view is.
or,
From my perspective.
if you want to give a general thought, you can say,
It seems to me.
or.
As I see it.
Remember to use these phrases when you want to share your thoughts.
Excellent. These phrases will help you start expressing your opinions.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now, let's practice with a role play. I'll be the student and Emma will be the teacher.
What do you think about this new movie?
In my opinion, it's very interesting.
Do you like the main character?
I believe the character is well developed.
How about the story?
I feel the story is too long.
What about the acting?
My view is that the acting is excellent.
Do you recommend this movie?
From my perspective, it's worth watching.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
I'm happy to give my opinion. Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the opinion phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story.
Our story today is called Lily's First English Debate.
Lily sat nervously in her English class, her hands slightly trembling. It was her first debate, and she wasn't sure how to share her opinions in English. She had many thoughts, but didn't know how to express them.
The teacher, Mr. Thompson, divided the class into two groups. Today, we'll discuss whether school uniforms should be required, he announced. Remember to use phrases to share your opinions.
Lily's group was against uniforms. She had good reasons, but felt too shy to speak. She just nodded when others shared their views.
What do you think, Lily? Mr. Thompson asked, noticing her quietness.
Lily's heart raced. She took a deep breath and tried to remember the phrases she had learned. In my opinion, she began nervously, uniforms stop students from expressing themselves.
Mr. Thompson smiled encouragingly. That's a good point, Lily. Can you explain more?
Lily felt more confident. I believe, she continued, when students wear what they like, they feel happier and more comfortable.
Another student nodded. I agree. From my perspective, uniforms make everyone look the same.
Lily found her voice. As I see it, she said more clearly, school is about learning, but also about finding who you are. Uniforms hide that.
Mr. Thompson beamed with pride. Excellent points, Lily. You've shared your opinion very clearly.
Lily felt a sense of accomplishment. She had spoken up in English and shared her thoughts.
As the debate continued, Lily participated more, using the phrases she had learned. By the end, she felt proud of herself.
Thank you for sharing your ideas, Mr. Thompson said as class ended. Lily, you made some excellent points today.
Lily smiled. She had done it. She had shared her opinions in English, and it felt good.
Maybe next time she would be the first to speak, not the last.
Did you hear the opinion phrases, in my opinion, I believe, my view is, and as I see it? Try to remember how they were used.
Great listening. Now let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. This time it's your turn. I'll say a phrase, and you repeat after me. Remember to copy my pronunciation and intonation. Try saying it out loud yourself, pausing after you hear each phrase.
In my opinion.
In my opinion.
I believe.
I believe.
I feel.
I feel.
My view is.
My view is.
From my perspective.
From my perspective.
It seems to me.
It seems to me.
As I see it.
As I see it.
You're doing great. Try to imagine you're really sharing your opinion while you practice these phrases.
Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about something you have a strong opinion about. It will help you say them with more confidence. Scene 2. Agreeing and disagreeing politely. Guided response.
Welcome to our second scene. We're focusing on how to agree and disagree politely in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for showing agreement and disagreement.
First, if you agree with someone, you can say,
I agree.
or,
You're right.
if you want to show strong agreement, you can say,
I totally agree.
or,
That's exactly what I think.
if you want to disagree politely, you can say,
I see your point, but
or,
I understand. However,
if you want to show strong disagreement politely, you can say,
I have a different view.
or.
From my perspective, it's different.
Remember to be polite when you disagree with others.
Excellent. These phrases will help you have respectful conversations.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now, let's practice with a role play. I'll be the friend, and Emma will be another friend.
I think pineapple belongs on pizza.
I totally agree. It's delicious.
Don't you think it adds a sweet taste?
You're right. The sweet and salty combination is great.
I think people who don't like it just haven't tried it.
That's exactly what I think. Everyone should give it a chance.
Well, I have a different view. I think pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
I see your point, but I still love it.
I understand. However, I prefer my pizza without fruit.
From my perspective, pizza should have traditional toppings.
We can agree to disagree about pizza toppings.
That's the spirit. Different tastes make food interesting.
Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the agreement and disagreement phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story. Our story today is called The Restaurant Choice.
Carlos and Maya stood outside the restaurant, trying to decide where to eat. It was Friday night, and they were both hungry but couldn't agree on a place.
I think we should try that new Italian place, Carlos suggested, pointing to a cozy-looking restaurant across the street.
Maya shook her head. I have a different view. I'm in the mood for something spicy tonight.
But Italian food is so good, Carlos insisted. You're right that it's not spicy, but the pasta is amazing.
I see your points, but I'm craving Thai food, Maya replied, checking her phone. There's a great Thai place just 2 blocks away.
Carlos sighed. I understand. However, I've been wanting to try that Italian restaurant all week.
Maya put her phone away. From my perspective, we can try Italian another time. Tonight, let's have Thai.
I totally agree that we can try Italian later, Carlos said, finally giving in. That's exactly what I think about planning another visit.
Great, Maya smiled, relieved they had reached an agreement. Let's go to the Thai place then.
As they walked toward the restaurant, Carlos asked, "Do you think we should share the green curry?"
Maya nodded. You're right. Sharing lets us try more dishes.
That's exactly what I think too, Carlos said happily. We can agree on something after all.
They entered the restaurant, both satisfied with their choice. Sometimes agreeing to disagree led to good compromises.
I have a different view about dessert, Carlos said as they looked at the menu. I think we should get the mango sticky rice.
I see your point, Maya smiled, but I was thinking about the coconut ice cream.
How about we get both? Carlos suggested. That way we don't have to disagree about dessert.
That's exactly what I think, Maya laughed. We can agree on dessert.
Did you hear the agreement and disagreement phrases, I agree, you're right, I see your point but, and I have a different view? Try to remember how they were used.
Great listening. Now, let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. Your turn. I'll say each phrase and you copy me. Focus on the rhythm and tone. Pause and speak out loud after each phrase.
I agree.
I agree.
You're right.
You're right.
I totally agree.
I totally agree.
That's exactly what I think.
That's exactly what I think.
I see your point, but...
I see your point, but...
I understand, however...
I understand, however...
I have a different view.
I have a different view.
From my perspective, it's different.
You're doing great. Try to imagine you're really having a conversation while you practice these phrases.
Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about a time you agreed or disagreed with someone. It will help you say them more naturally.
Scene 3. Expressing preferences. Guided response.
Welcome to our third scene. We're focusing on how to express preferences in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for showing what you like or prefer.
First, if you want to say you like something more, you can say,
I prefer.
or,
I'd rather.
if you want to show a strong preference, you can say,
I definitely prefer.
or,
I much prefer.
if you want to compare preferences, you can say,
I like more than.
or,
Between and I prefer.
if you want to express a slight preference, you can say,
I kind of prefer.
or.
I tend to prefer.
Remember to use these phrases when you want to show what you like.
Excellent. These phrases will help you express your preferences clearly.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now let's practice with a role play. I'll be the friend and Emma will be another friend.
Do you prefer tea or coffee?
I prefer tea over coffee.
Would you rather have hot or cold drinks?
I'd rather have hot drinks, especially in winter.
Between coffee and tea, which do you like more?
I definitely prefer tea. It's more relaxing.
Do you like sweet or bitter drinks more?
I much prefer sweet drinks. They taste better to me.
What about hot chocolate? Do you like that?
I kind of prefer hot chocolate over tea sometimes.
When you're tired, what do you tend to prefer?
I tend to prefer coffee when I need energy. Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the preference phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story.
Our story today is called The Vacation Choice.
Tom and Lisa sat on the couch planning their summer vacation. They had saved money for a special trip, but couldn't decide between the beach and the mountains.
I prefer the beach, Tom said, showing Lisa pictures of sandy shores and clear blue water. We can swim and relax all day.
Lisa shook her head. I'd rather go to the mountains, she replied, showing him pictures of green forests and cool air. We can hike and see beautiful views.
But the beach is more relaxing, Tom insisted. I definitely prefer swimming in the ocean over hiking up hills.
I understand. However, I much prefer fresh mountain air to salty beach air, Lisa countered, folding her arms.
Tom sighed. Between the beach and mountains, which do you think is better for a vacation?
Between the two options, I prefer the mountains, Lisa said firmly. There's more to do there.
I kinda prefer the beach myself, Tom admitted, but I want you to have a good time too.
Lisa smiled. When we're planning vacations, I tend to prefer places with nature and adventure.
That makes sense, Tom nodded. Maybe we can do both. Spend a few days at the beach and a few in the mountains.
Lisa's face lit up. That's a great idea. I'd rather have a bit of both than choose just one.
I agree, Tom said happily. We can get the best of both worlds.
They started researching trips that included both beach and mountain destinations, excited about their upcoming adventure.
I definitely prefer vacations with both relaxation and activity, Tom said, scrolling through his phone.
I much prefer when we can experience different cultures too, Lisa added, looking at travel blogs.
Between all our options, I think we'll find the perfect trip, Tom said, putting his arm around Lisa.
Between us, we have great taste in vacations, Lisa laughed, leaning into his shoulder.
Did you hear the preference phrases, I prefer, I'd rather, I definitely prefer, I much prefer, I kinda prefer, and I tend to prefer? Try to remember how they were used.
Great listening. Now, let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. Now it's all yours. Copy my words and my intonation. Speak aloud after each phrase, just like in real conversation.
I prefer.
I prefer.
I'd rather.
I'd rather.
I definitely prefer.
I definitely prefer.
I much prefer.
I like more than more than.
I like more than more than.
Between and mountains, I prefer.
Between and mountains, I prefer.
I kinda prefer.
I kind of prefer.
I tend to prefer.
I tend to prefer.
You're doing great. Try to imagine you're really choosing something while you practice these phrases.
Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about things you have strong preferences about. It will help you say them with more feeling.
Scene 4. Justifying your opinion. Guided response.
Welcome to our fourth and final scene. We're focusing on how to justify your opinion in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for giving reasons for your opinions.
First, if you want to give a reason for your opinion, you can say,
The reason is,
or,
this is because.
if you want to explain your thinking, you can say,
My thinking is,
Or,
the way I see it is,
if you want to support your opinion with facts, you can say,
based on this,
or,
according to what I know.
if you want to show your personal experience, you can say,
From my experience.
or.
In my case.
Remember to use these phrases when you want to explain why you think something.
Excellent. These phrases will help you justify your opinions clearly.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now, let's practice with a role play. I'll be the student, and Emma will be the teacher.
What do you think about group work?
I think group work is useful.
Can you explain why?
The reason is that we can learn from each other.
How does that help you?
This is because different people have different ideas.
What's your thinking on this topic?
My thinking is that teamwork prepares us for real life.
Can you support your opinion?
Based on this, most jobs require teamwork.
Do you have personal experience with this?
From my experience, group projects helped me in college.
In your case, what was the biggest benefit?
In my case, I learned to communicate better. Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the justification phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story.
Our story today is called The Study Group Decision.
Priya gathered her friends in the school library. They needed to decide how to study for their big history test. Everyone had different ideas, and they were starting to argue.
I think we should study alone, said Marco, looking stressed. The reason is that I can focus better when it's quiet.
Priya shook her head. This is because we can help each other with difficult topics, she countered. My thinking is that we should study together.
But we all learn differently, argued Luna. The way I see it is that individual study works best for most people.
Priya took a deep breath. Based on this, she said calmly, we can try both methods. Study together first, then alone.
Marco looked uncertain. According to what I know, he said, group study often turns into social time.
From my experience, Priya replied gently, group study works when we set rules first.
Luna nodded thoughtfully. In my case, she said, I learn best when I review material on my own after group study.
Priya smiled. So we can combine our ideas? Study together for an hour, then review alone?
Marco sighed, but agreed. The reason I wanted to study alone was that I get distracted easily.
This is why we can set rules, Priya said. No phones, no talking off topic, and we take breaks.
Luna raised her hand. My thinking is that we should make a study plan together first.
Based on this, Priya nodded, we can create a schedule that works for everyone.
Marco looked relieved. According to what I know, he said, having a plan helps me stay focused.
Perfect, Priya said, pulling out a notebook. From my experience, making a plan together makes everyone feel included.
Luna smiled. In my case, I feel better when I know what to expect.
They spent the next 30 minutes creating a study plan that combined group and individual study time. By the end, they all felt more confident about their test.
The reason we could agree, Priya said as they packed up, is that we all explained our opinions clearly.
Marco nodded. This is why talking about our preferences helps.
Did you hear the justification phrases? The reason is, this is because, my thinking is, the way I see it is, based on this, according to what I know, from my experience, and in my case.
Great listening. Now, let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. Repeat after me. I'll model each phrase. Pause, then say it with confidence, just like you're speaking to a real person.
The reason is.
The reason is.
This is because.
This is because.
My thinking is.
My thinking is.
The way I see it is.
The way I see it is.
Based on this.
Based on this.
According to what I know.
According to what I know.
From my experience.
From my experience.
In my case.
In my case.
You're doing great. Try to imagine you're really explaining your opinion while you practice these phrases.
Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about something you have a strong opinion about and why. It will help you say them more naturally. Now, let's move on to the vocabulary and phrase breakdown. We'll go over some important words and phrases from these scenes.
I think. Used to share your opinion. Example, I think this movie is interesting.
I agree. Used to show you have the same opinion as someone else. Example, I agree with you. This plan is good.
I prefer. Used to show what you like more. Example, I prefer tea over coffee.
The reason is used to explain why you have a certain opinion. Example, the reason I like this book is because it's exciting. Now, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz.
We'll ask you some questions about real conversation situations. Listen carefully and choose the best answer. Check if your answer is correct with the answers given in the comments section of this video. Ready? Let's start.
Question 1. What phrase do you use to share your opinion?
Options. A. I see.
B. I think.
C. I feel.
Question 2. How do you politely disagree with someone?
Options. A. You're wrong.
B. I see your point, but...
C. That's not true.
Question 3. What phrase shows you like something more?
Options. A. I like it.
B. I prefer.
C. I want it.
Question 4. How do you explain why you have a certain opinion?
Options. A. The reason is.
B. I don't know.
C. Maybe.
Question 5. What phrase shows you have the same opinion as someone?
Options. A. I disagree.
B. I'm not sure.
C. I agree.
Great work, everyone! Let's do a quick recap of what we learned in this episode.
Wow, what a journey we've had today. From giving simple opinions to justifying them, we've learned so many useful phrases.
That's right. Now you know how to share your opinions, agree and disagree politely, express preferences, and justify your thoughts.
We also practiced role plays, stories, and shadowing so you can use these phrases confidently in real conversations.
Remember, learning English is like building a bridge, one phrase at a time. And today, we built a strong conversation bridge with opinion phrases.
Next time you want to share your thoughts in English, you'll have all the tools you need to speak confidently.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Chill Talk English. Keep practicing, keep speaking up, and get ready for confident conversations.
Before we finish, we have a listener challenge for you.
We want you to post a short comment sharing your opinion about something using 2 phrases you learned today. For example, I think learning English is important. The reason is because it helps people communicate.
It's a great way to practice what you've learned and share with other learners.
Let's quickly recap the key phrases we've learned so far.
For giving opinions, I think, in my opinion, I believe.
For agreeing and disagreeing, I agree, you're right, I see your point, but...
For expressing preferences, I prefer, I'd rather, I definitely prefer.
For justifying opinions, the reason is, this is because my thinking is.
These phrases will help you share your thoughts with confidence in any conversation.
Thanks for joining us today on Chill Talk English. We hope you found these opinion phrases helpful.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
You can also share this episode with friends who want to improve their English conversation skills.
Next time, we'll be talking about English for making plans and appointments.
Until then, keep practicing your English every day. Remember, small steps lead to big progress.
Goodbye, everyone, and speak up with confidence.